Greetings and welcome back to the weekly news roundup. I think my audio settings might be a little low. I forgot to check those. Oh boy, where's the board? Way over here. Oh, I gotta reach for the board. We're good. Let me just do this. Move that closer. That'll work. All right. Greetings, everybody. Do a couple final adjustments here, and usually I try and do this before the show. My apologies for that. I had a few other things I had to catch to. We're going to try this for a mic placement. It might be pretty good, but if I go on fire, guys, y'all are going to have to lose your hearing. My apologies for that. But anyway, one more little adjustment there. All right. How is this? Very loud and clear? Probably too loud and clear there. Anyway, how are all you guys doing this Friday night? I will be monitoring the general chat section on Discord if you want to comment over there. We'll see how that runs, keeping that open since I have to turn the computers around for the green screen because I, can't see the other computer from here. But anyway, hello. Jazzbuntu, can you order one of the tinfoil hats on your merch page? No. If I get big enough of a channel, then maybe I could have my own independent merch store and actually do that. But sadly, right now, no. Keegan, I hope Keegan is still with us. I'm not sure. I think the Men in Black showed up at his house because he had information on the aliens. I tried to warn him that was not us. We are going to come in completely camouflaged. You won't see us coming. Hello, Ash and Snap. How's it going there? Let's see. Philip Flores, good evening to you. Swordfish, hello, up there in Canada. Trying Linux Mint. Why is it so bloated? I don't think it's bloated, but I can understand how you get that idea just because it does have a lot of system tools you may not ever really use. I actually love it when an operating system includes those, but I know what you mean. Peppermint is pretty good. They do have a lot of ICE packages installed, but those aren't really installed applications. They're just SSBs, so whatever that happens to be. Hello, Frost Arranger of the Frozen Realm, and hello, T. Schaller. How's it going there? A lot of stuff, but stuff incomplete. Interesting. Temp Core Linux Mint isn't for minimalists. Hey, I'm a minimalist, but I like the packages they have in there. Derek Graham, hello. How are you doing, sir? All right, Mitchell, how's it going there? Listening while cleaning the house. There you go. All right. See, if you just get the feature, not the feature store, if you just get one of the things that we had in our in our silly section, then you won't have to worry about cleaning the house, but you can have a robot clean the house for you. But, sounds loud and clear. All right. Hello, Renato. Greetings to you. Kitty looks like he had a fat and happy new year. Yes, he did. Picked up an R5 1600 for $85. Nice. That's a pretty good price. James Miller, hello to you. Reptilians at Station X are orbiting for the broadcast. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Hello, Mr. Mike. And let's see, we need a kitty year roundup. Ooh, a kitty year roundup. I don't know, see what I can do. Pizza Raid! Pizza. Everyone join sub to Pizza Loving Nerd if you haven't already. He's doing a pizza raid. Pizza Raid. Does that mean you brought pizza? Come on, man. Please say you're bringing pizza. How's it going there, Ben? Anna Rita, hello to you. Peppermint's cool, but not as cool as Linux Mint. There you go. Oh, and we have a Toss raid. Sweet. Hello, Benjamin Eldridge and everyone from Toss's channel. Check out Toss's channel as well. Toss's channel is just so relaxed. It's awesome being over there. It's like Toss and Steve's very own. Just got to go hang out on those channels. Hello, Kenny. Greetings, Sleepy. Is Toss still on, really? Like, I jumped on there for a little bit, and then I actually took out to get a little exercise in for the day. And, stepped out for a little bit and did a little bit of half-hour walk and came back, got all set up. But greetings. Let's see, Steve Anderson. Hello, Mr. Anderson. Been using Farron OS for the last 3 days. Love it. Very good. Hello, Luis. How's it going there? KO2610, your number has been called. Did you ever get your Windows 10 ISO? All right, wish I brought pizza. All hail Caesar. How's it going there? Toss Meets Pizzeria. There you go. That sounds good. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I've been waking and thirsty all day. I'm either getting diabetes or I haven't had enough water to drink. All right. Toss just couldn't stop talking. He said he'd finished 30 minutes ago. That's all right. Makes more sense to have Tom's fire follow by Toss's chill hour. That's right. You get all chilled out, and then you get fired up. Hello, Mohammed. Greetings. Now you have fans all the way from Saudi Arabia. Awesome, Saudi Arabia. How are you guys doing? Bruce Scott, how's Moonbase Alpha going up there? Hello from Berlin. Very good. Very cool. Hello, Berlin. Simple Tech, how's it going there? Same Arch install a year tomorrow. Wow, okay. Did you love how the community supports each other? Yep, all right. It is very good, very good. Without a reinstall. Yeah, I'm still running Arch, but I think I might change it soon. It is starting to wear on me. I'm sick of it. I mean, us Linux people, we can't stay on the same distribution for too long, can we? Well, of course, I've been using Linux Mint for production all the time. Mom said the same thing. Period. Super weird. Yeah, I can't talk today, apparently. Well, I've just asked me if I want a foot massage. Ooh, nice. There you go. You will need the foot massage to counteract the fire that may very well be coming. And I do hope that all you guys are ready. Now, I have shocking news today. The most shocking news of all. There's nothing about Ring in the news. This is like the first time, I think, in 3 months. But there's nothing in the news about Ring. Just ponder that. Ponder that. But let's go ahead and dive on into the news, shall we? Let's go ahead and set that up over there and get ourselves all set up. Welcome back to Switch to Linux. This is the weekly news roundup, and this is the privacy edition specifically. We will be having a privacy and business and Sillyville today. You can catch the show live at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. And before we jump on into the news, you can head on over to switchtolinux.com/affiliates. If you want to find the list of the affiliates, I have added 3 new affiliates to the page in the last month. Mint Mobile. I switched away from Verizon. I went over to Mint Mobile after 2.5 months of testing it to make sure it would work for me. I switched my phone over to it, and I am actually going to save over $585 this year on my cell phone bill, switching to Mint Mobile. I have a link right there on the affiliates page. I also added Pro Writing Aid. If you've seen all these commercials for Grammarly, the biggest problem with Grammarly is if you read the terms of service, it actually will tell you in the terms of service, literally anything and everything you type on any device that has Grammarly they get that full 50-word license that basically says they own it. They can do whatever they want with it, with, transferable, blah, 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 all with Grammarly. Pro Writing Aid is just about as good as Grammarly, and it has a deeply, deeply focused privacy policy. They don't take nothing. Programmer Aid is definitely cool. I've been using the free version as a browser extension to test some things out, and it seems to be working pretty good. And I added under VPNs, I added Express VPN to the affiliate list. That has been coming out and emerging lately as a very good VPN as well. I have decided for now I'm keeping private internet access unless somebody can tell me a very good, compelling reason why not to. Nord is still there. I'm just not going to be actively promoting it. And I may or may not take it off the page at some point in time. I don't know. I'm not decided on that one yet. But let's go ahead and dive on into the privacy news. And we are actually going to start with some good news for once. This is totally awesome. ProtonMail debuts an encrypted calendar app. This would be a replacement for Google Docs. Now, the beta device is only available for paid users, but if you are a paid user of ProtonMail, you can now look at getting the encrypted calendar app. As far as how it integrates with everything, I'm not 100% sure. My guess is it's going to use some of the same type of CalDAV stuff that Nextcloud does, would be my guess, which basically means you could use it anywhere. So that is something, if you are using ProtonMail and you have the paid services, you can go check that out. That is in beta for testing. This one was sent over either on the Discord or on the just somebody sent it over to me. I forget which one. This is a new USB cable. Kills your Linux laptop if it's stolen in a public place. So basically, you attach this little device onto your computer when you're out in public. If somebody comes by and grabs your laptop, it's a kill switch. Now, it could do anything from wipe your computer entirely to log you off / shut you down. So, of course, if you have a very nice encrypted computer, like you should be doing if you have a computer out in public, if you do have a computer that is encrypted like that, then you'd probably be safe with just saying, hey, shut the thing down. If somebody takes it, they could steal the device, but they would not be able to get into that hard drive. So that is actually a pretty cool thing. So it's called Buzzkill. And basically, it's pretty cheap to make, but it's simply a tool that when plugged in, it's just fine. And but if somebody pulls it out, it will automatically do whatever you tell it to do, either wipe or log you out. That's kind of cool. Just bask in those good, amazing feelings of privacy because, sorry, they are over. This is interesting here. Now, of course, Oregon's been testing this type of service earlier. Utah jumped on, and in the comments, several other people are saying some different things back and forth here. So, of course, one of the downsides of these electronic cars, now, I have to stop and say, first and foremost, people that say, I got an electronic car so I can drive around without impacting the environment. How much power did it take to actually charge that car? That's a good question, because this American attitude or this Western attitude is, hey, it's water, it's electricity that's just coming out of the wall. I mean, that's free, right? It might just cost a little bit to use. No, there's big coal plants a long ways away that's churning out coal, throwing coal waste into the atmosphere to transmit that wire across the wires and charge your car. If you did an exact combustion versus EV, I don't know if it's actually going to make, it's probably just a washout in the end. And then you have to worry about all these highly, highly dangerous batteries and all of the very rare earth elements that you have to harvest and mine out of the ground to make them. So I don't really think EV cars are nearly as environmentally friendly as some people want them to. But let's just suppose for a moment that they are. The biggest problem that some of the states are encountering right now is that these EV cars are not using as much gasoline, obviously, and even can apply to hybrids. And so what's happening is states are realizing if all these people are switching to electronic cars, our taxes from selling gasoline is going to go down. So in order to account for this, many states are starting to vastly increase not only the gas price, so the rest of us who don't buy the EV cars have to pay more to subsidize the avocado toast eating, latte drinking EV car guys who are saying this is perfectly safe for the environment because they don't realize that it costs carbon fuels to make electricity. Okay, but all of that being said, it's not only is it going to cost us more, but it's going to cost them more to register the car. Now, if it's truly, truly more environmentally friendly, I'm okay with paying a little bit more maybe. But what I'm not okay with is what Utah and Oregon are doing is, hey, if you'd like to not pay more, you can put this little device in your car and we'll just tax you based on the number of miles you drive. That is right. A government program to put a GPS tracker in your car to determine the taxes that you have. Now, this GPS device is going to be enabled to literally view anything and everywhere you're going, what time you're going there, the places you're going, and sure, they may be like, oh, this just logs regular data. Oh, balderdash. Yeah, right. There's nothing. They're collecting everything. It's just going to come out in some major privacy thing. This is this the same thing? No, this is a different state than the ones that was using Shoppers Club data to threaten people. Yes, that happened in the government. But yeah, so now Utah and Oregon are both giving the people the option to put this GPS tracker inside of their car so that then they can just pay taxes on the number of miles you drove. Give me the gas tax, please. Or the higher registration fee. But that's interesting. What do you guys think about that? Would you put a state-owned GPS tracker inside of your vehicle? Let me know in the comments down there. All right. This is so amazing. I think I found this. Of course, Vince sent this over to me as well. It's just so glorious for the privacy things because, you'd think if there's one place you could go and just get away from tech, it'd be the nice warm shower. Nope. Kohler now puts an Alexa-enabled smart speaker in a shower head. Oh, yes. Oh, nice warm shower. Nice warm shower. You know what? I'm completely out of, people. I'm completely out of it. Hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat. Really, order unicorn meat, Alexa. We need more unicorn meat. Come on, let the unicorns fly. We need unicorn meat. Alexa, order unicorn meat. Confirm. You can now do it from within your shower. Isn't this totally epic? People, we've lost our ever-loving minds with all of their stuff. It's insane. We do not need smart speakers completely surrounding us everywhere we're at. We do not need the ability to talk to Alexa and track everything we're doing to Amazon in the shower. What's next? A camera on the thing? Amazon might be like, oh, I see what size. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. This is a family-friendly show. All right. Well, anyway, but, so now, guys, from your shower, you too can order unicorn meat. So get yourself some unicorn meat today. Alexa, order unicorn meat. Confirm. Lordy. Lordy. All right. So Google is shutting down. How do you pronounce this name? Is it Zymo? So Zymo is basically a smart camera that tied into the Google system. And people were checking their Google feeds and finding some weird stranger in their baby's room. Ah! Oh, no. I just saw a picture from somebody else's camera. That's a little problematic. Okay, so basically now there is an update to the story. The update is that they said they have determined what the problem is. They don't have it resolved yet. So yeah, they're not mad at Google for shutting it down. Apparently once it's fixed, Google will re-enable it, but it's just another notice, guys. When you start having all these smart devices that are connected to these internet-based accounts, there's real stuff going out to the internet out there in the world. So be aware of that. I mean, really. And on to our feature story of the day. IoT maker, Wyze? I think it is. Wyze suffers a data leak, exposes personal data of 2.4 million customers. I actually think that the data leak that is leaked here is actually infinitely worse than probably even Equihacks. It's not as big of a scope because only 2.4 million people were crazy enough to actually have these things all over their place. So basically they had, if I remember correctly, I think it was an unsecured database. A database publicly available. Now, the problem is that this company makes cameras. They also make scales. They just make a whole broad spectrum of IoT devices. And so they were collecting images of people's houses. They were collecting voice recordings. They were collecting your biometric data, how heavy you are, what's your BMI, all these types of fun things, storing it all in a giant massive database that, oh darn, wasn't secure. And so people were able to get in there and Wyze co-founder, Dongsheng Song, has confirmed the user data was not properly secured and left exposed from December 4th to December 26th. He stressed that passwords and personal finance details were not included in the leak. Well, that's good news. Passwords and personal finance details were not involved in the leaks. But what was? Well, everything but that, including biometric stuff. Has denied some parts of the security report, including the leaked API tokens, bone density information, protein intake, though it admits body metrics for a small number of beta testers were exposed, and in investigating the leak and plans to notify affected customers via email. So just a note to self, people, do not connect all of these type of IoT devices into your life. It is not it's not needed. It's crazy. You can get a scale that doesn't connect to the internet. You can get cameras that don't connect to the internet. Do that instead. I'm not saying you don't have to live without the gadgets. I'm saying keep the gadgets down to a minimum and keep them off of the internet and all that data out of some company's database. Let me know your thoughts on these and other stories in the comments below. All right, let's jump on back over to here. Thank you for the super chat. I saw 2 coming in. Petrock, thank you for the super chat. And I did see one more. Who was the other one? Steven Anderson, thank you. All right. Thanks for all you channel does bringing Linux to new people. Very good. You are very welcome. And thank you for your support. Just say no to automotive telemetry. That's right. That is right. All right. Where was I at? There we are. Benjamin Eldridge, love your content. You should upload more often. There you go. Yeah. Upload more often, man. Ben refuses distro hop on your main machine. Yep. Yeah, my main machine doesn't get that. I'm just finding that Arch's, it's not performing as well as it used to. So I want to jump off of it. Luis, I love my Mint, but I am drawn to change it up since there's so much to try out. There you go. Yep. I pay for fire insurance. Let it burn. There you go. There's fire. Got a bucket of water to pour on my screen. All right, Keegan. Yeah, good to see you're back. I was hoping that the MIB didn't get you. Thank you for that super chat again, Steve Anderson. Thanks for all your new for your channel does to bring Linux to new people. Yes, no problem. All right. No news is good news, but the rest is just speculation. Making some popcorn for the show. All right. I actually did not eat popcorn last night. Thursday's usually my popcorn night, but I knew I was going to have an early lunch today, and I think I had a late dinner last night, and I'm still not feeling right from after the holidays, man. There's just too much food, eating too much. Brace the fire and toast some marshmallows. Yep. Don't have a business anymore. All right. Remember our family feeling this way years ago when we were bound to our mortgage. Yep. Switch to Mint Mobile once I can unlock my phone in 2 months. Very good. Linux Mint and now Mint Mobile. Yeah, I know. But do not worry. I will not be using Mint Financial Services. They like an online budgeting thing because I'm not putting that financial stuff on the internet. No. Yeah, there is a service called Mint for finances. Let's see. I won't say that much since I use TrackPhone, but I'll save a little bit. There you go. Yeah. He says there's response that really matters the most. No company has perfect security. Yep. Who are aware and are doing the best to provide reasonable, feasible security measures can protect your privacy, and companies choose to do business with them. Arch install is about a week old now. Only had to use time shift once. Apparently, Lutris destabilized something when installing Wine. Black Arch for test machine. There you go. Laptop has full data encryption. There you go. Kill cable sounds like a good idea. Yeah. People don't actually want to help the environment. They just want to feel like they are. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know if the EV cars are really better for the environment or not. I really need to see the breakdown. Some places are powered by green energy and no coal. Yeah, that is an element. You still have to contend with making the batteries. But yeah, if your car is getting mostly green energy, that's good. Yeah, true. If you want an environmentally friendly vehicle, go with a hydrogen fuel cell. Yeah. Yep, I did mention the impact to make the car batteries. Yep. Hydrogen fuel cell is just as bad, if not worse. It's expensive to make. Yeah, the buses here in State College run on, it's either propane or it's, or not propane. It's either a natural gas of some form or it's hydrogen. I don't remember which, but they've been gas powered since I've moved out here over at least 20 years. Chris Samuel, gonna walk more. Very good. Awesome. Yeah, walking is good. It's good to walk. Batteries in the EV nullify any fossil fuel. The car does not burn. If you only want to be environmentally friendly, rebuild, reuse a small car. Yeah. And I know the same thing from just from doing some small scale solar testing. Anytime you're running something off of a battery, you're not doing it for the environmental friendly. You're doing it as a matter of, in the case of solar systems, you're doing it to be off grid. And off grid, it's just fine. It does actually cost more, you know. At least the break even point is a lot longer out. Owns a Prius. I love it. Over 700 miles on a tank of gas and holds 11 gallons. That's nice. That's good. Higher tax rate for midnight driving, maybe, or primetime traffic. I think you should have a lower tax rate for midnight driving, honestly. Higher tax rate for primetime traffic. That's something you could do. Washington State Transportation Committee sent its recommendations to the state a little while ago. This includes pay-per-mile system, including telemetry. Yeah, that's frightening. You ignore all the current issues that will probably get solved. You can't use it now. Yeah. Telemetry that they want, which has not yet been enacted into law, includes location and driving data, like speed. Yep. Hell no, a smart speaker on the shower head. Hey, at least it's not a camera on the shower head. Politicians have forgotten they work for us. Yep. Already enough tracking in vehicles, yeah. Pouring water on my PC now. Wish me luck. All right. Oh, it just costs more to upgrade the infrastructure in the U.S. Someone being busy during the holidays making props. Actually, my brother made it. He got sick of me sitting here talking about ordering unicorn meat, so he made the props. It is a glorious thing here. It is probably a not safe for work type approach because that's the way my brother is. So it says classic unicorn meat, and it's USDA grade B, inspected and passed by the Department of Agriculture. It says it's meat in a can. And the nutrition facts, if it focuses, I'm not going to read them on the camera, but you can probably pause that and see it's, yeah. And then actually he does have a, let's see. Again, I don't read these words on here. It is comical for those of you who do, if it'll focus. Yeah, my brother is not safe for work, but that's okay. Come on, focus. Focus, camera, focus. By the way, that phone number there is Amazon's number. Alexa confirmed. And it has ingredients: fresh unicorn veil, leprechaun paste used as a binding agent, liquefied gnome additives, and other stuff you really don't want to know about. Serving suggestion, don't. So, yeah, that is my brother's creative genius. He is a game designer. So he got sick of me doing all that, so he got me that and this wonderful flying unicorn. Glorious, glorious. We have uses for unicorns and unicorn meat on this channel, of course. So, you know, I didn't make it. My brother did. So, next, Alexa-enabled toilet. Yeah. Smart device on the shower. Yep. Hey, I did call it, didn't I? Dropped my phone because it was on fire. Sure, that was going to make fire in the shower. Yep. Oh, there's good work being done with transporting hydrogen as ammonia liquid form, then extracting it back the easy way. Yeah, I mean, that would be doable. Wyze cameras for your toilet. Customer data leak. Yep. Thank you again, Petrock, for that super chat. You can log this stuff on a simple notepad, either digital or pen and paper, and keep it offline. Set it not to synchronize. Yeah. Feel about face scanning instead of time cards? No. Not a chance. I was glad to see, was it over in Australia? We did mention that story on the news one point in time. But over there in Australia, the ruling came down. The courts sided with the guy, and the company had to pay him out his whatever he was asking for financially, wrongful termination and things like that. Apparently what the courts decided is that when they first talked about it, he raised real serious legitimate questions, and they waited until he was on vacation to implement them. So, and the fact that it was all done and operated by a third party. So yeah. Live stream, this one will be pre-recorded, same type, yeah. Hello, Spin Viking. How's it going there? Install Gentoo. Now I want to keep my hair. Say no to IoT. No need for it. Guess I'm just a bitter old man. Yep. So am I, unfortunately. Mint 19.3, amazing. Yep. Hello, Rick Forges. How's it going? Alexa, make sure you wash behind your ears, Dave. Here's to a better 2020. All right. Very cool. Well, thank you. Those New Year's wishes. Interesting. Test driving it now. Yep. Farron is very nice. Alexa, you missed a spot, Dave. Simple Tech, Mint 19.3 is amazing. Yep. We'll try Arch install again this year. Yeah, go with Arch Labs. Arch Labs or Arco Linux seems to be pretty good too. Just double check, make sure you get the Arco Linux that's not the learning one. Bad luck with Black Arch. We do a base install of Arch and then add Black Arch repo. It works fine though. Wouldn't EV cars only be better for the environment if the power was sourced from a nuclear grid? It might have, yeah, I mean, depending on the impact that the batteries in production for that has, that would get us a lot better. So yeah, nuclear is the overall best, most environmentally friendly. You just risk of meltdown, you know. So speaker, shower head, I walked a few meters back. Yep. Absolutely agreed. Move your body as much as possible. Yep. UPS trucks run on propane. Cool. 3 external monitors now. Very cool. Learned of the massive environmental impact of beef production. It's terrible, but now puts me in a bit of a quandary. I love my steak. Well, you can either eat your steak or you can eat your bugs. So take your pick. Food log, if you count your calorie, you get a good baseline of where you can be at. A lot of energy goes into making solar cells. I think more goes into make them than they will produce. Like a long time ago, like when I first looked into solar, which was going back almost 15 years now, the break-even point for a solar panel was 80 years of energy. Now it's probably a lot lower. It's probably still over 5, maybe over 10, but I don't know. Calories in, calories out, making you healthy. Hey, welcome back, Pizza. All right. Lost my train of thought. Let's see. Unicorn to beef. That's right. 20-minute break from the PC after an hour and a half live stream. Yeah, that's a good thing to do, man. Good thing to do. Love your brother's sense of humor. Yep. You can go check out my brother. He streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mabus You can actually find his, I'll see if I can put a link to his Discord in my thing. His channel is definitely not safe for work, just an FYI. But I was really laughing hard at the not safe for work thread on his channel today. There were some doozies on there. Brother really not care for privacy. Well, you know what? Honestly, he's the only person I know that doesn't have a mobile phone. He uses Windows 10 because he's a video game developer, and you know the suite of software that he has and needs works. You know, it's a Windows 10 function, so that's what he does. So does he care for privacy as much? I don't think he thinks about it as much. But at the same time, he's also not a normie. FileZilla will replace this strictly for Linux going forward. Called Good Sync in Windows to sync from device to device. I use FileZilla all the time. T-shirts with unicorn quotes. Ooh. I could do that. We should do that. Guys, should I make some unicorn shirts? Endeavor OS for Arch install. Okay. Linux Mint Debian Edition 3. Always like Mint themes. Never software available in flat packs. Yep. Talked yesterday about the dangers of cell phone radiation. Yeah. Yeah, all the testing is done in ways that are not exactly real-world applications. Learning Arch the Arch way is good if you're keen. Yep. Solar panel ads on the radio being marked as tariff-free. Like antics other than having to delete some bookmarks. There you go. Yeah, Wyze collects biometrics for what service? Apparently they have scales and stuff. Oh, really? They made you watch a vegan presentation for some organization? Wow. Couldn't get... if you wouldn't get a strike, you could play the unicorn song. Yeah. All right, let's see. Nobody's chatting on Discord over there, at least not on the channel I'm looking at. I don't think I'm going to look around on all the channels. If you're listening in and you're on Discord, I'll be pulling up the general chat on the Discord server today, reading through comments. But let's go ahead and jump on over to our business news, shall we? Of course, for this, we call it corporatocracy. Corporatocracy, indeed. It's funny, Frost Ranger, that they're telling you should not drink milk because of trace bugs, but that's what the environmentalists want us to do now, is eat bugs, because it's in all our food anyway. After I get the water out of my lungs, then I'll start the business section. Can somebody drop a link to the Discord channel in there? All right, I think I'm recovered. Update my markers. There we are. Welcome back to the weekly news roundup. This is the business edition. These are recorded live Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to come around and watch the show live, see all of the craziness, learn about Alexa ordering unicorn meat, and maybe see some flying unicorns. I threw it off the desk. Hold on. There we are. Flying unicorns. So, anyway, let's go ahead and jump on into the business section of the news, shall we? And today, this is an update on the case that we talked about where Maine is putting in an a la carte cable law, basically saying, hey, people do not, there's people like me who think that a bunch of guys in tight clothing throwing around a pigskin is actually a colossal waste of time. And why would I want to possibly pay 5 times more for a channel just because it has football on it? And Comcast took them to court, and the courts are siding with Comcast on most of it. And the one they're siding with the most, I'm telling you what. All right. So they basically had 3 arguments. They said one of the arguments is actually good. 2 of the arguments are bad. One of the arguments they said is bad, and I really am trying to wrap my head around this. To ban this would be a violation of Comcast's First Amendment rights. I'm sorry. That argument needs to stop being used to apply to companies. Unless it's a company's right to do certain marketing, ad text marketing. Because First Amendment freedom of speech is what you're communicating. There is no way whatsoever under the sun how free speech could ever possibly interface with what product a business can sell. Unless, of course, you're selling bumper stickers. For crying out loud. So they did actually come down here and say it did succeed where their other First Amendment base argued. In short, they made the case the Maine law violated their rights because it applied so narrowly to traditional cable carriers, but not to alternative ones. So basically, it looks like this is going to be stalled, but we'll see. They still have to look at that third point. I'm trying to scan in here, remember what that third point was off the top of my head. Unfortunately, I have too many news articles here. But basically, there's 3 rulings that they made. The courts did side with one of them. They did not side with 2 of them. So right now, that means that there is a temporary injunction on the law until everything else is settled. So up there in Maine, I don't think that's a victory. I think that Comcast, though, needs to be broken up. It's a monopoly. Come on. Disney Plus already has movies disappearing. What? I mean, wasn't the idea behind Disney Plus that you will never miss a Disney film again? They're already disappearing. So, apparently right after the holiday seasons, Home Alone and Home Alone 2 are removed. Apparently you can still watch Home Alone 3, but Home Alone and Home Alone 2 are removed. Apparently there's some Star Wars that are not there. A few other things that are Disney properties nowadays are not there. And this is why I have been hoarding I've been hoarding physical media. So, which is hilarious because I'm a minimalist. But hey, as long as I can keep them all inside one little bin, I can get all my little movies inside that one little bin. And you know what? That is just enough for me, because you do not want to be relying on these streaming services. There's a few reasons. Number one, they could just make your favorite movie disappear. What if you really want to sit down and watch that movie? Well, if you got the physical media, you can. If you're relying on streaming service, you may not. What if things just get really tight one month and you're just like, you know what? I just cannot afford to pay this thing. So you cancel it for the month. Now you're stuck twiddling your thumbs without any movies at all. And that's not good. I mean, maybe if you're that tight on money, you shouldn't be watching TV anyway. Go get yourself another job. But that being said, I don't want to saddle myself for life to be paying this company perpetually, or I don't get to see anything. Sure, it might be more expensive to go out and buy some movies from time to time, but I mean, this last month, I think I spent more money on movies this last month than I have in the entire year. I spent $15. I found some good deals. What can I say? But typical months, $2 or $3, I'll swing by Goodwill and buy a movie or two used, a couple dollars. That's the thing. And if money's tight that month, I don't do it, because I got plenty of movies to watch. And then no one's going to take my movies away. I mean, outside of, a house burning down or something crazy like that. But all that being said, what I wanted to point out from this is that they sold us this bill saying, switch over to us. You will perpetually see all these Disney movies will be available to you. And the sad reality is that no, movies are already disappearing. So that's fun. Well, Sonos is bricking old devices. So the idea here is you had your good old Sonos speaker, and they're like, hey, would you like 30% off an upgrade to your speaker? Like, oh, that sounds like an awesome thing. I'll get 30% off. Great. Just go ahead and hit this guy here, recycle mode. Once recycle mode is triggered, which you cannot stop, the device basically self-destructs. In 30 days, it becomes a brick, completely unusable. An otherwise perfect good speaker is now completely unusable. Why in the world is Greta Thunberg not pointing her little finger at Sonos going, how dare you? Because our landfills are going to fill with these stupid bricks, when they could have otherwise been sold to people. Now, they came out and said, well, some of these speakers are like 10 years old, and they don't have all the features that normal, things have. And the reality is, that's okay. Some people don't want the latest, but they may want this old one. They might want to say, you know what? I don't really need that, but I'll take it if you're going to get a new one. So basically, you have to turn on your recycle mode. You'll get 30% off, which basically means your old one was, you got a little coupon code, but you have to throw your old one away. You can't sell it. You can't. And then you take it to a recycling center. And this tweet here is from a guy who works at a recycling center. And he basically says, you take these things to recycling centers. The first thing they do is they assess, can it be resold? And oftentimes they do resell these these devices. But now what Sonos is doing, you cannot resell them. You have to recycle them, which costs a lot of energy and causes a lot of waste. So shame on you, Sonos. All right, another year, another raise in drug prices. The bad news is 250 drugs are going up in price. The good news is they're only going up by less than 10%. Whole lot better than that 190% we saw the last time we had this headline. So I don't know, maybe they're getting better. This is like, whew, at least I wasn't bitten by 100 mosquitoes. I was only bitten by 10. All right. So with all of that being said, what's your thought on this? Less than 10%. It is still higher than inflation, but is definitely lower than it has been, with 879% to 5,000% price increases. So, hey, maybe they're coming back to more reasonableness. I don't know. What do you guys think? And our feature story today is, it is coming up on the tax season soon. I will just give you guys another friendly reminder. The IRS is never going to call you on the phone. They're never going to send you an email. They will communicate via snail mail. You get something via snail mail from the IRS, it is most likely going to be legit. If the IRS calls you on the phone and tells you go down to Costco and pick up $500 of gift cards, or else they're going to send the SWAT team to your house, they are a scammer. Don't listen to them. But that being said, there is actually a ruling, a law actually in the United States that has been here for a long time that basically says the vast majority of our population, tax preparation should actually be free. And then what happened, though, is that TurboTax at some point in time convinced the IRS to say, let us handle this kind of stuff. And IRS was like, all right. So TurboTax handled it. And then they did make the pages offering the free service. And then they used a robots.txt file to keep them out of search engine listings. So nobody could find these things anywhere on the internet. But TurboTax, like, they're there. Here's the link to it, Mr. IRS guy. People just aren't using it. For some reason, they're paying us instead. So the IRS has been getting really sick of this. It's been coming to a head over the last couple years. We've been starting to hear a little bit about this. This year, the IRS just said, you know what? We're done. So the IRS is saying, we're going to offer our own free tax service instead to compete with TurboTax. TurboTax is like, no, don't do it. It's going to cut into our profits. And the IRS is going to be like, tough. I think that Comcast versus Maine, Comcast is probably going to win. 900-pound gorilla versus the IRS, IRS is going to go, okay, if you owe debt to the IRS and you owe debt to the credit card, pay the IRS first. Okay, the credit card, if they want to collect on that, first they have to throw off at you, then they have to threaten to sue you, then they have to sue you, then they have to execute a judgment on you, then they have to send a sheriff over to actually do that execution. The IRS just walks in and says, gimme. They don't even go to court. So pay the IRS. So TurboTax is getting into a fight with the IRS, and they're actually going to lose. How do I feel about that? I hate the IRS. But I just have to look at this and laugh. I'm paying to do my taxes anyway because my taxes are complicated. I hire an accountant to do that for me. I do all my books. He actually takes my books and does the taxes. So, that's that. But all that being said, the IRS did now get involved with TurboTax and sell TurboTax. You know what? You guys keep hiding those things, so we're going to outcompete. Now you guys are going to have to say, hey, would you like to pay us $10 or use the IRS's free stuff? Because the reality is, for most typical people with very simple taxes, if you're just a guy that you got a regular 9 to 5, you might have a mortgage, you might have an IRA or something, or a 401k. Your taxes are very simple for the most part. Me, I got 2 completely separate business entities. One of them is a basic sole proprietor. One of them is an LLC. I got business expenses on different things. I don't even know how many accounts I have business-wise. My taxes are complicated. I'm not going to mess with that stuff. So I'm not a customer of either one of these. I wouldn't use TurboTax because, an accountant pays for himself several times over. But I do kind of find it's kind of funny here. So be on the lookout for that. And if you are in a very simple tax, situation there, then don't be paying for TurboTaxes unless you know for a fact you have to. Now, the one area where you may have to, in like my state, we have state and local taxes. I think generally TurboTax, even if you do find the free option, it is still a paid service, I think, to get the local and the state taxes. But in all reality, those are fairly simple as well. But with all that being said, what are your thoughts about all this? Who are you rooting for, TurboTax or the IRS in this story? Let me know in the comments down below. All right. Okay. Someone just swallowed a bug. Yep. Swallows bugs all the time on a motorcycle. Yep. All right. There are bugs. Okay. Bet there are bugs in the Incredible Whopper. Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed. No bugs on my wing because I wear full coverage helmet. There you go. Yeah, Comcast. Nightmare Destro, check out NixOS. Didn't I look at NixOS one point in time? I don't remember. Watching the CFL, they blew their credibility when they allowed a steroid user in their playoffs. Wow. Personally not opposed to introducing bugs as part of the diet. They already are a part of the menu in many places around the world and have been for a long time, but not as a meat substitute. Yeah. Getting very fast at installing Kiss Linux. There you go. Right, 2, maintained a custom kernel for it based on Zenpatch set. Almost nothing works. Trouble with the Disney attitude is it will drive people to other avenues to get their entertainment. Yeah. Brother wants me to edit his video for $1. Going to the Pine Phone. Nice. Spent yesterday sitting the Hannah Montana Linux song. Nice. Rip the movie to your Plex server. There you go. How dare you? Love the offline physical copies. Every now and again, I'll even go for the really old-fashioned switch over the TV antenna for a local channel. How dare you? Is the reaction I see when I turn on a PC and see Windows. There you go. All right. Went through late elementary, middle school, and high school, and university without Windows as my primary OS. Every time I use it, I just feel lost. Brother doesn't know how to upload a YouTube video. Hey, man, just help him out. There you go. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, though, they did kind of hide the upload button on the Creator Studio. Yeah, when I was in school, we didn't even have Windows computers. Everything in schools were Mac then. Actually, we got Mac. They were E2s, and then we got Mac. Well, there's Windows ME Vista. Break on her, and she got Linux CD from the Dell store and installed it, which I was using when I was 3. There you go. Thoughts are for firefighters praying they get through today unscathed. Yeah, I'm hearing it's getting bad over there. No, I bet my money in the IRS. Yeah, I hear GNU Cash is a good accounting app. Yeah, it's not bad. I still do like QuickBooks better, which is the same parent company as TurboTax. But GNU Cash definitely does the job. A lot of people talking about Discord. I have an account, but haven't really messed with it. Yeah. All right. Stop making me feel old. We had TRS 80 model in high school. Oh boy. Well, are we ready to go to Sillyville, people? Are we ready for Sillyville? Let me try not to pour the water into my lungs this time. That would suck, right? Gotta love my disappearing water bottle, right? And the disappearing water lid. That's fun. All right. Can't wait for Megadeth Linux. Hey, man, you can always make Megadeth Linux. All right, let's head on over to Sillyville, shall we? Welcome back to Switch to Linux, the weekly news roundup, and this is our trip to Sillyville. These are recorded live Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to jump on in, see all of the insanity live as it unfolds. But today in Silly News, the first Segway has a new self-balanced vehicle. It is an egg-shaped wheelchair. Oh, is this thing not moving anymore? That thing was moving earlier. Oh, maybe this is the moving one. This is all we needed, right? To get even lazier as people. Can you just imagine the world where we're all just laying in these things and just going back and forth? They are going to need to increase the size of them a little bit because we will probably all put on about 40 or 50 pounds from lack of overall movement. We'll walk out of our front door, get into one of these things and just ride on off into the sunset. No idea why at all. No clue, but no, there's more stuff. They're coming up with a scooter now too. I don't know. Are you a customer? Do you think this is awesome? Or are you now who in here, let me know in the comments down below if right now if you're watching this, are you thinking white and nerdy? Let me know. All right. The attack of the terrifying robot vacuum. Probably about every year we report on this very same thing. Some poor fool gets a house mapping iRobot device that's going to pass all of their floor plans up to some corporate servers somewhere. And then somebody doesn't realize that this thing can actually get out there and do stuff. And so what ends up happening now is they get this thing and they start hearing these noises like somebody is downstairs. And they're all concerned. They have a baby in the next door room. He tells his wife to get ready. If I remember correctly, I think this guy actually got him. Yeah, he got his gun. He picked up his firearm and joined his wife. They called the police. They're waiting. The couple listened to the intruder below. We heard more noises downstairs, and they were increasingly alarmed, he said on social media the next day. All my military training came back to me. I started analyzing the path the intruder would take, their line of fire if they entered the room in certain ways, and where we should be to decrease our risk of getting hurt. All I kept thinking about and listening for was my little 2-year-old next door to us, alone and sound asleep. I was ready to do whatever I needed to do if I heard the door open. The cops arrive. They enter the lower level of the house. Thomas had his gun pointed at the bedroom as he listened to the cries. Sheriff's office. 911 dispatcher who's still on the phone told him to put down his weapon and go talk to the police. Quote, the police had all their lights shining on the stairs. I put my hands up so they could see me, and I was wearing only my boxers. Lovely, I know. They all started holstering their weapons, said, sir, I have one question. With me with rapid adrenaline flowing. Sure. Is this Roomba yours? I love it. Family's new Christmas Roomba, a robotic vacuum, which had somehow turned itself on and was vacuuming our house without us having scheduled it. That's because it was hacked into. The hackers want to know your floor plan. If it had gotten stuck and was making some terrible bumping noises. Police were good sports about it, and Tom noticed 4 officers got body cam footage of an almost nude and ashamed homeowner. Hey, at least they didn't bust in with the SWAT team and blow them away, you know. Praise for that. Yeah. Do you guys have a Roomba? Have you ever called the police on it? Have the police ever said... See, their response to ask him in this joking manner, is this Roomba yours, tells me this is not the police's first time called to a house because of a Roomba. I'm telling you. All right. As if there was anything else that we needed more useless in our time, the automatic trash can is here, people. This guy here, I mean, I guess you put cartridges in it or something. I'm not sure how, but it will give you a new bag. So you fill it up and then you push the button at the top, and then this robotic arm comes in and it ties the bag up for you, and then opens up, and you lift the bag out, and then it reseeds a new bag down there. Can our society get any lazier at all? Can our society get any lazier at all? Really? Any lazier at all? Let me know what you guys think. Why? Is it that difficult to reach down, pull up your bag, and put a new one in? Am I missing something? Am I missing out on the 5 seconds it takes me to remove the old bag and put a new one in? That we need a device like this. Let's see their website. The trash can. Oh, it's only $100. The trash can that seals and changes itself. Shop now, people. Oh, look at this. Biodegradable refill rings and non-biodegradable refill rings. See, if you want to, you know what they should have? They should have the packaging on this one here. This is the non-biodegradable ones for $17.95. They should have a picture of Greta. How dare you order this? Use the biodegradable ones instead. So for $26.95, regular $29.95, you get 3 garbage bags. My God! If you're a customer of this, I have oceanfront property in Montana I'm going to sell you. Okay, wait. It says here, refill the ring about once a month. So apparently apparently this is 3 rings. How many bags is in a ring? There's a thought. 25 bags in a ring. Okay, so you have 75 garbage bags for $30. You know, I get about 75 garbage bags. It costs me, I think I pay 4 or 5. Wait, hold on. This is interesting. Look at this. Each ring contains up to 25 bags. So how many am I ordering? How many garbage bags do I get? If each ring contains up to 25 bags, that doesn't say, hey, each ring is 25 bags. I mean, up to 25 bags, that could be one ring. Please tell me it at least comes with a ring. You have your options of white and teal. No black, no other color, beige. I don't know. Trash can includes one ring that contains up to 25 trash bags. I'm sorry, I really want to know how many trash bags is in this ring. You know what? I saw an Amazon link. I'm going to see if anybody has actually gone to Amazon and asked. There's an I want one button. Where's the I don't want one button? I want to see. Okay. I'm going to click to Amazon. There's no reviews. There's no questions and answers. I would actually like to know, how many trash bags is that? Would you guys pay $100 and then $30 for refill rings? I don't know. What do you guys think about that? All right, this one also came from the Discord server. Thank you for the people giving me some news articles in the news section of the Discord server. I appreciate that. If you didn't check out the server today, I put in nice little emojis next to all the things. You can find out what they are pretty quick. Now, Apple lets you engrave a poop emoji on your iPod case. You can pick something other than the poop emoji, but hey, if you're going to get some iPod things, you may as well put a poopy emoji on it because, So Apple has long offered the option to engrave text on selected products purchased through its online store. Now you can engrave an emoji onto it. So you can pick from a variety of different emojis, including the poop, the alien, ooh, and then you have a variety of other things. Of course, we got the unicorn head. We got a kitty. So yeah, would you guys put an emoji on your iPod case? Let me know what you think. And our feature story today, if you guys ever needed another reason why not to use DNA sampling, DNA analysis revealed the identity of a 19th century Connecticut vampire. What? So yeah, apparently, apparently there was a shallow grave or some bodies that got out of their grave somehow, and it caused an excavation of the area, and they found 27 unmarked graves. Most of them were just your typical graves, but one of them actually had the skull and stuff arranged in skull and crossbones. Now, if you actually look into the history of vampirism and undertaking, you'll actually find that there are legitimate cases where people are buried in certain ways to indicate they may have been or suspected of being a vampire, which is very interesting. Oftentimes, if you go to a cemetery in either one of the far sides or a back corner, you'll find a cluster of graves with a wooden cross sitting on top of it. Find these oftentimes in old cemeteries. Very interesting. There's actually history behind all that. So these people were suspected of being vampires, just based on how the body is, things like this. And so they determined that this guy, based upon how his body was in the coffin, was possibly suspected of being a vampire at the time. And so what they end up doing is, they labeled him JB55 and then submitted his DNA tests in, and they actually tracked down the family and then did a bunch of historical research to actually unmask the identity of the Connecticut vampire. So there you go, guys. Maybe it's a good thing. You can figure out if you're related to a vampire. So you can see this is what the tomb there looked like. Lesions indicating chronic lung infection like tuberculosis, and it was people who often died with tuberculosis. are suspected of this. So here's, this was the only name branding on the coffin was JB55. And this is the arrangement of the cemetery. So JB was back here. So again, off to the far back side of it. So you can kind of see that. So anyway, DNA analysis was used to figure out. Let's see, DNA cross-profiling, cross-reference the genetic markers with an online genealogy database. The closest match had the last name of Barber. Ooh. Newspaper notice from 1826 recorded the death of a 12-year-old boy named Nathan Barber, son of John Barber of Griswold. It so happens that the grave near that of JB55 bore the initials NB13 on the coffin lid. Strong evidence that JB55 is probably John Barber, while NB13 was his son, but there's no other historical or genealogical information about either one. First time a study that applies DNA testing to the identity of remains of a historical case with no presumed identity. Unlike DNA analysis for such high-profile historical figures such as Richard III or Romanov family, where DNA profiles can be compared to that of living relatives, future work involving genetic genealogy may lead to living descendants of JB55 and possibly verify the identity of the Griswold Connecticut vampire as John Barber. So very interesting indeed. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know. Does that compel you or not compel you to do a DNA test? Let me know in the comments down below. All right. I did not leave my mark. Oh, I did mark my spot. There we are. All right. Someone needs to fork Hannah Montana Linux to Taylor Swift Linux. There you go. Wally. All right. Imagine the fun we could have playing bumper Segway cars. Thrown on wheels. Sweet. What is white and nerdy? Just do an internet search for white and nerdy. All right. Okay. And in the spirit of Foss, I'd immediately mod it. More horsepower and spinners needed. Well, Pizza, if you before you criticize your brother too much, go back and watch your first ever video. Put that Roomba down and raise your hands. Not hard to add a garbage bag to the bin, yeah. It's a diaper genie. Yes, it can get lazier. I need a robot to wipe my butt for me. Come on, man. That's coming. Didn't have to take the trash out. There you go. Somebody suffers from OCD. This is heaven for them. They don't need to touch the icky stuff. Smart butt cleaner is coming. Oh, it probably is. And it'll automatically take a stool sample and send it to MIT for their infamous poop study. Yes, they have a poop study at MIT. In Taipei, the garbage trucks play Ode to Joy and Fur Elise as they collect garbage. Why? You can put bags into the can. I always just get a new can every time. Yeah. How dare you? I need to take it out the trash, but self-closing is nice. Hello, kitty. How you doing, buddy? Oh. Hello, peoples. All right. You want to sniff the unicorn, don't you? He's like, dude, what is this thing? Want to sniff the unicorn meat? Ooh, sniff the unicorn meat. Like, what is this? All right, let's see. Call first dibs on the impossible Montana property. They need trash and like that since they can't put their phone down to pull out a bag. Yeah. That is true. I mean, you can legit here have your phone in one hand, simply push the button and pull it out. It's a one-handed device. That's crazy. Depends on how much you fill up each time. How? Experience a family member with OCD, lots of patience and understanding. Yeah. Get 200 bags for $16.49 here. All right. It's easier to get a new can with a bag installed than to bend over and put a new one in, since you can do it on the phone and not have to put it down. Yeah. Need this trash so I can waste my mom's money. Burn as much trash as I can. I used to live in a town that they didn't even have a garbage thing. The protocol for the town was to burn your trash. Girl, I remember ended up in the hospital because she was so debilitated by her OCD. Yeah. Never understood people's obsession with the poop emoji. Yeah, I don't know. I want an okay hand on my AirPod. Ooh, oh. You WS. I guess things went on a bit of a tangent from Linux talk here. Oh, yeah. Hey, the silly news is never Linux. In fact, the weekly news roundup is rarely Linux. We had one Linux story today. I think it's the first time in a month or two, more room in hell, the dead shall walk the earth, yeah. Sudo apt get my trash. I lost my place though. Where's Gnostic? Yeah, I don't know where Gnostic is. Switch to Arch because I don't trust Ubuntu at this time. Yeah, I'm with you. Although Linux Mint stands against that, so. Waiting for the price of USB DNA kits to decrease before I do a DNA test. Ooh, I wouldn't do a DNA test at all, man. All right, let's see. Hello, Ricky. How's it going? I farted and can't get up. Uh-oh. Still recommend Mint for noobs. You got to know what you want before you going into Arch. Yep. Smart butt cleaner is a thing in Japan already built into the toilets. Yeah. Come on, didn't you watch Crocodile Dundee? Had those in New York City in the 80s. Come on, man. Watch your back when picking up CJ. What a porker. That's right. Are you a porker, buddy? Are you a porker? He's a porker. He's like, yeah, I know it. Spam. Good with cheese. Is unicorn meat good with cheese? Been using Linux since kernel 1. I use Mint daily. Such a great distro. Yep. Watching CJ stare down Mr. Unicorn. You know what, guys? We need to name the unicorn. Should we name the unicorn Alexa? I think the unicorn might have to be named Alexa. Let me know your thoughts. Nothing I tried works on my Epson printer as good as Salient OS. Epson didn't kill himself. Don't forget to feed the kitty today. Oh, kitty doesn't ever need to worry about not getting fed. Joining private internet access desktop app, cool, and the Android app is awesome. Yeah. All right, what's with that reaction with the OK hand? The snap when you close the case is super satisfying. So the ADL, I think, listed the OK symbol as a sign of white supremacy, apparently. So then it became a giant meme. USB DNA kits don't send data anywhere. All right. Peppermint is working for you. Stick with it. Yep. Most will work. Check out the Arch Wiki for specific models. Yeah. Yes. So the unicorn's name shall henceforth be Alexa. Who knows? I may be back on Mint soon if Arch takes another dump. Yeah. The unicorn should be named Admiral Wolverine Lightning Bolt the Third. I don't know. I like Alexa better. What do you guys think? Alexa or Admiral Wolverine Lightning Bolt the Third? Or should we go with Let's see. How can I do that? McUnicorn Face? I don't know. Use Arch Wiki and Gentoo Wiki all the time, regardless of what distro. Yeah. SPLC, thank you. Southern Poverty Law Center. Was that it? Okay, yeah, that must be it. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and feed the beast. That's right, buddy. It's feeding time. Move my mic out of the way and feed the beast. Feed the beast. We're going to feed the beast. Feed the beast. Go on. Give me some paw. Need some more paw. No, stick it in there. Don't just tap it. Tapping it's not. There you go. There you go. Yeah. All right. Here's another one for ya. And let's see if we can do one for dish camera over here. Ow. That was my finger. He bit my finger. He like legit bit my finger. He's like, I'm going for it. Kitty cat. Was my finger tasty? Did you eat my finger? Did you eat my finger? Did you? You did. He's like, had to get it before the unicorn did. That Alexa, man. That Alexa's after my kitty treat. I gotta pull up Discord, see if anybody's over here. All right. Okay. Cheers. Chuck is here. Mr. Cairo's here. And Keegan just joined. How's it going there? Everyone look busy. Everyone look busy. Pending friend requests. Okay. Next. I'll deal with all that stuff later, I guess. All right. Have an updated Arch install in your channel, but I can't stress enough, always check the wiki against other guides. Yep. All right. Yeah, the wiki will change with the distros. The old videos shall not. Okay, help me. The kids just put on Baby Shark. Baby Shark, do, 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 do. Baby Shark, do, 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 do. The cat's like, I am out of here, man. That's insane. See, even the cat knows to get out of there. So, Vince, just for you. Baby Shark, do, 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 do. Baby Shark. All right. Arch Wiki works for more than that Arch, too. Yeah, we are sorry, Sleepy. I'm sorry. I had to troll a little bit, but you know. Recommend the native Kodi app on Mint or through a Flatpak. So the Flatpak's probably going to be a little bit newer. You might have issues with network shares on a Flatpak. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But definitely look into that. But for I generally only use a flat pack unless I have to. So I'd probably just go with the native first. ArchWiki showed me how to make a bootable USB stick. This was before Etcher. Didn't realize I was on the ArchWiki. Mostly use peppermint on it now, but I feel it's easier. Lock my machine and close the door for just a little while. Uh-oh. Don't do that, Vince. Don't do that. It will pass. The song must end. CJ is getting smarter, yeah. There's the spin-offs, Baby T-Rex, Baby Monkey. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's right. There is a Baby Trump, isn't there? There is a Baby Trump. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, mute that. Come on, come on. And we got to switch on over to a web browser here. Let me put ahead a little bit. Trump mommy. Trump mommy. Trump Yeah, if you want to watch the whole thing, I'm not going to play it here all for copyright type stuff, but you can go watch it right there from Sam Dubb's channel. I thought there was another more animated one too, but anyway. Currently listening to them all. Oh boy. Good night, Bruce Scott. How's it going there? We'll see you later. CJ ran away. Yeah. Unsubbed. Can't edit his video without my brother dying of laughter at everything. Alright. See, switch to cat care channel. How to stop cat love bites. Finish this edit in 2 minutes. Alright. Well, if it took 2 minutes and it was $1, you know. So their mother was having a nap. I gave them the computer, so I thought I could listen to Switch Linux in peace. And guess is what I get. Sorry, man. Oh boy. I better stop. So, you know. Yeah. See, I'm not gonna put you through it all, but you know. Hey, look at the bright side though, Vince. It's not Frozen. What's worse? Having to have watched both of them, what's worse, Frozen or Baby Shark? Let me know. Be our last answer before we wrap up for the night. All right, there it is. Poll. What is worse, Baby Shark or Frozen? Frozen. All right, we have one vote for Frozen. Frozen. All right, Sleepy gets a double vote on this one because he's dealing with it in real time. All right, Pizza's going to stream. We're going to wrap up, so Fusion likes both of them. Oh, I managed to dodge Frozen 2 yesterday. Yeah, I saw that. Now Frozen 2. Frozen Baby Shark is over in a couple minutes. Okay, there you go. Frozen is okay. All right, Baby Shark song, not so much. Oh dear. Oh dear. Moana. I watched Moana. I didn't think that was too bad. Now, I don't have little kids, so I didn't see it 155 times, but I saw it once in the theater and it was pretty good. But Disney, y'all. But Disney. So, I wonder if there is any petitions from parents to remove Frozen from Disney Plus. Frozen's okay until you listen to it 20 times. Yeah. That's the thing. I think we're gonna wrap this guy up. Wow. I think Pizza said you're streaming. Anyone else streaming? No one else on my list is streaming that I know of. Go check out Pizza's channel. He'll be streaming here in just a minute. I'm just kind of scrolling through, seeing if I can find anything. Nope, not seen anything quite yet. But anyway. I remember my cousin's Xbox broke. Their Xbox was the only DVD player, and the Xbox broke. And I'm like, I bet I could probably fix that for you. He's like, no. I'm like, really? No. I cannot see Frozen one more time. Let it stay broke for a while. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I think Pizza's streaming here soon, so go check out Pizza's channel over there. And we'll be doing a show tomorrow. I have 2 articles picked out. I can't remember what they are. It'll be fun. I think they were articles Jeff sent me, and those are always good ones. So I think I had some of those, and keep an eye out for some more updates coming on down the road. So thanks for hanging out, everybody, and we will catch you guys later. And don't forget, hey, Alexa, order unicorn meat. I hope you enjoy switching to Linux.